G'day, I'm Wayne, and this is How Do You Do It? In this episode, we'll be demonstrating to you how to update your contact details and update various other personal preferences you may wish to make within Members Online. So we're currently on the Members Online homepage. From here, in the top right corner of the screen, it will have Welcome, Your Name, and Manage My Profile. Select Manage My Profile. This will now take you to the Manage My Profile page. It is important to know that captains and secretaries can update profile preferences on behalf of other brigade members. We encourage this to be done if the member is not able to update these preferences themselves. The first tab we'll look at is Change My Password. A new tab will open up in your browser and it will be the Change Password page. Enter your new password, retype the password, and select Change. You can now close this tab and go back to the previous page. We will now go into the Contact Details section. For obvious reasons, as we work through this section, you'll notice that I've deleted my personal details through the different areas that we'll be working through today. Now, for captains and secretaries, this section at the top is where you can select a different member of your brigade to change their details on their behalf. Let's first look at the phone, mobile, pager, email section. To expand each section, you press on the plus sign next to the text. Once you're in this section, you can go through and you can check that your after hours numbers, your mobile number, email address, and pager details are in this section. In relation to your pager number, this is not the ASN number on the back of your pager. Each person has their own unique pager number that's been allocated a pager. If you don't know what that page number is, contact your BASO and they'll be able to look it up for you. Make sure that this is the correct email address that you want CFA to contact you on. There is a section here where you can make my contacts available to all members, or if you want your contact details kept private, then you can deselect that box. You can also do the same with any of the various contact details in this section. You can select Keep Private. Okay, let's have a look at home address. This is where you'll make sure that your home address is correct. And again, if you don't want anyone else to see your home address, then you can click on Keep Private. Same again with postal address. Although there is a box here that you can tick same as home address if they are one in the same. Business address, you can enter your business address details. As a staff member, mine's automatically populated here. Emergency contact. This is a really important section that we need to make sure is filled in and correct. So please make sure that we have the name and the contact number and the relationship of your personal contact in this section. This is where we'll be looking to find out who we need to contact if something happens to you whilst you're performing CFA duties. Access my training records. It is important that there is a white tick in that blue box so that the BMT can access your training records to ensure you're current with all of your mandatory training needs. If the box is not ticked, please tick that box. And finally, once you've updated all of your details, select Save. This will update CFA's system overnight. Okay, so we're back on the Manage My Profile page. Now, the Access Levels tab is where you can see what access you currently have in Members Online. Members such as captains and secretaries have a higher level of access than other members. This allows them, for example, to update contact details on behalf of members if the member's not able to update the details themselves. The Brigade Location and Members tab is where you can see a membership list of your brigade. The Brigade Member Transfer tab is where if you are transferring to another brigade, you would go into this section and you'd put into the details of the brigade that you wish to transfer to. So secretaries are no longer required to submit an amendment to status form for brigade transfers now that members can do this themselves. Let's have a look at the email subscriptions tab. This is where you can subscribe or unsubscribe from receiving various emails from the CFA. So the CFA news update, which comes out roughly at the end of every week, you can either say, yes, I wish to subscribe, or no, I don't. The Brigade magazine will give volunteers an option whether to receive an electronic version or whether to receive a hard copy version. Here you can select whether you wish to receive correspondence from the chair of the board, the same with the CEO and the chief officer, updates from the district, updates from the diversity and inclusion team, and finally one more place for you to check that your address is correct. Once you've made any changes you wish to make, then you select Save Preferences. Now, I would caution against unsubscribing from the CFA news updates, the CEO update, the chief officer update, and the district update, because we often send out important information via email through those preferences. Well, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed watching this episode and would like to see more like it, hit the subscribe button below.